Well, welcome back to the ProBrick exclusive YouTube channel with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist. I don't practice as a theologist or reverend anymore, in the ministry, that is. The calling went off my life, and I heard that, and I realized that, and I accepted that. We're on the subject today of loser, secret loser, losing the battle and pretending to win, be it drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. There's a lot of secret losers out there that wish they could find a way out but can't. It's all too late. It's all catching up with them internally, externally, mentally, emotionally, all the problems that come with addictions and alcohol abuse.
I'm 21 years old and I don't drink alcohol.
It's not because I don't like the taste.
It's not because I'm scared of being sick.
It's not because I've never been drunk and it's too late to start.
It's not because I embarrassed myself one time and now I'm traumatized.
I think it's safe to say that these are experiences that everyone who drinks alcohol has. So why would that be my reason not to drink alcohol? Those are reasons why you wake up the next morning and say, I'm never drinking again, but then still go out on Friday and do it. I have trouble articulating the real reason why, but I'm gonna give it a go. If you're like me and you also choose not to experiment with drugs, I think you'll understand it. Something most people say is that they don't want to ruin fun for themselves. Like, once you do that, you never go back. I notice lots of people around me not really knowing how to have fun without alcohol anymore. And I think I just don't believe that happiness comes from numbing your reality. If you would find sitting in a pub, talking with your friends, boring without alcohol, don't you think that's kind of a problem? And yeah, sometimes it is slightly uncomfortable. I believe in feeling the uncomfortable feelings and doing things that actually bring me joy.
She's a pretty sensible sort of a girl, isn't she? She woke up. She's not a loser, a secret loser, losing the battle and pretending to win. Viewers, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Your comments are so important to us. Viewers, the proverb says, do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Also it says, it is not for kings, O Lemuel, to drink wine, nor for princes intoxicating drink, lest they drink and forget the law, which is to love your neighbour as yourself, and pervert the justice of all the afflicted. The Bible doesn't look too kindly on alcohol. People go, well, Jesus turned the water into wine for his first miracle. Well, you can discuss that with the Lord himself. Are you a secret loser? Are you fighting a battle and pretending to win? Is it costing you your relationships, your finances, your prosperity, your peace, your health?
On day 39 of the 75 hard, I decided to quit. And it's not because I lacked the willpower or that I found the habits too challenging. I actually really loved the challenge, and I learned how to show up for myself in ways I didn't even know I was capable of. My reasons for quitting are really personal and things I honestly haven't even shared much of in my personal life. And that's that I struggle with disordered eating. And I really tried to ignore it. And there are moments where I'm totally fine, but there's also moments where I'm not totally fine. And it was really hard to ignore that during this challenge because there's such an emphasis on food throughout the challenge. And long story short, I had to make a decision for myself, and this was the healthy decision. And I took so much away from the challenge, and I have implemented so many habits into my life that I'm going to carry over. But I just wanted to fill you guys in, and I took myself on this little date, and that's the video you're watching. And I love you guys so much, and I already know how kind all of your comments are going to be, so thank you so much in advance. I love you.
Well, she's not a secret loser, that's for sure. She made choices and she's sticking by them at this point anyway. I know so many women that are secret losers, and men as well. Not worried about the men, they can sort themselves out. But women rob themselves of so much through their addictive habits.
Okay, yes and no. Initially, I stopped drinking because I don't like drinking culture. My dad was an alcoholic, and I was spending a lot of time with people that were borderline, had problems.
Yeah.
Then my hangovers were just getting so bad that it was unbearable, so I just stopped drinking.
Yeah.
And then I actually was pregnant. I would have a drink here and there, like a Bloody Mary, and I would literally feel like I was on my deathbed the next day. So officially, when I found out I was pregnant, that's when I obviously stopped drinking. So yeah, I had like 1 or 2 Bloody Marys and a champagne, a little mimosa here and there when I didn't know I was pregnant, but that was very early on. But I highly recommend being sober. It's an amazing feeling. It's cleared up my skin. I've lost a lot of weight, and I won't be drinking after I have the kid. Okay, yes.
So there's another sensible girl, guys. Are you a loser, a secret loser? Fighting a battle and pretending to win? Losing the battle and pretending to win? That's a pretty interesting one, isn't it? I lost who I was. Guys, I know so many people that have been robbed, are being robbed, and wrecking themselves with alcohol, nicotine, and weed, medications, and all that other stuff. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat. Just let me say, overeating's not a good idea either. For drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Are you a secret loser? Have you subscribed to the channel? Like, share, and subscribe. Comment as well, that's important. Don't be a secret loser. I've spent time with women like this, and really, they always come undone. They bring themselves undone. And it seems to suit them, but let them go. Don't get messed up in the trouble that these people bring on themselves and to you.
Yeah, you stopped drinking.
And here's why. It's because even with one drink, like if I had a martini tonight, I would be at half-mast tomorrow. Now, that wasn't true when I was younger. But as you get older, I think alcohol affects you differently. And I only have so many tomorrows left. I don't want to be at half-mast for any of them.
Yeah, you stopped.
That's Jane Fonda, one of the most famous people that lived. How intelligent, how wise is that advice? I only have so many certain days left to live, and I don't want to waste any of them. I don't want to be at half-mast for any of the days that I have left. What a clever, wise woman. God, thank you, God, for women like this that are an example to others. Don't be a loser. Are you a loser, a secret loser, losing the battle and pretending to win? I can assure you that you're not. I've lost so many friends and people that I've known that have succumbed to alcohol. I saw an old friend of ours, the guys I went to school with, in the shops the other day, and honestly, he was like a zombie from drugs and alcohol. And I rang my other friend up who knew him, and I just said, I'm so shocked by the way these people treat themselves. But they do. Why? Women included? Because they're losers. They're secret losers, losing the battle and pretending to win. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Comment more importantly.
So 4 months ago, at the age of 31, I decided to give up alcohol, and this is why.
Good on you.
I've never been a huge drinker or ever felt like I depended on alcohol, but I always went out every single weekend. And most weekends, even if I was just having a few, I would be absolutely dying the next day. I don't think I've ever actually enjoyed alcohol, but I just felt like it was the thing to do since I was about 15. That's just the culture, right? And I'm Irish, so it's a big part of our culture.
It
But as
really is. The Irish and the British and all them. My stepfather from Glasgow smoked and drank himself to death. I know what she's saying. It's a very dark spirit of death that comes with it. It wants them dead as quickly as it can get them into the grave. And that's why we do these videos, viewers, to help people to come out of their addictions of alcohol, weed, drugs, or medications. If there's some way you can find your way out, please do.
As I've got older, I've actually realised there's a lot.
What most people don't realize.
Sorry, guys.
So 4 months ago, at the age of 31, getting up early to watch the sunrise, feeling fresh on a Sunday and having an extra day in the weekend because usually if I went out on a Saturday night, my Sunday just did not exist. And next thing it was Monday morning again, and I was doing it all over again that Friday night. People keep asking me, what's wrong with you? There must be something wrong that you actually had to give up drink. Have you got a problem? Are you pregnant? What did you do that was so bad?
And that's peer pressure. That's what they try and do to coax you into staying in it.
But there's nothing wrong with me, and I don't judge anyone that drinks because, hello, I did it for a really long time. I just am not one of those people that is able to drink.
Good on you.
And that's just the way it is. Some people can get up the next morning and feel good. I'm not good for about 7 to 10 days and feel really low, feel really anxious, have the fear like no other. But I still go out. I go out and party with my friends, have a good night, and the non-alcoholic beverages that the bars are serving now have really helped me feel like I'm not missing out on anything. And it means then I get up the next morning feeling fresh and able to do the things I love to.
And I know exactly what she's talking about because for all of my life. I can remember being a surfer and being ready for surf early in the morning while everyone else was hungover.
I quit drinking 4 months ago, and this is everything I've noticed about life and my progress. So if you do want more from life and looking to take a break from it, this may be your sign. First up, social expectations and normalization of binge drinking is massive in Australia. People will go...
What's happened there, guys? Just a technical glitch.
Social expectations and normalization of binge drinking is massive in Australia. People will go above and beyond to try and make you drink or laugh at you when you say you're not drinking. As a society, we haven't normalized non-drinking in social situations, and that's sad. You realize who adds to your life and who takes from your life, who has good intentions and who doesn't, who is a true friend and who isn't. And this will bring up a lot of mixed emotions, but it is okay to feel this way. It's also okay to outgrow old friends, and once you break through this barrier of fear of missing out, you will find value in other ways. I've noticed my motivation and discipline to train has been really high. I have more energy, I have big goals, and I'm incredibly focused. I have a lot more mental clarity. My anxiety has diminished, my skin has cleared, my physique responds better to exercise and diet, and my mental health is at its all-time highest. I find myself navigating towards like-minded people, doing things that are good for the soul and generally make me happy, and I don't feel like I have a life I need to escape from through drinking. And number 6, I do have moments of weakness and the urge to drink. This is completely normal and it does get easier, and I overcome this by revisiting my goals and my why. I quit.
Good on her. How good's that? And that can be you as well. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. You're with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, on the ProBrick exclusive YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.